What's up, y'all? It's your girl Z. I'm back again with another video. If you like my channel, be sure to subscribe down below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment on the video, comment now, comment during the video, or comment after the video. I don't give a dang, just as long as you comment on the video. If this is your first time seeing me and you used to seeing me, chances are you missed my last upload. So make sure you go check that one out. You don't have to watch that one before you watch this one. So watch this one and just go check that one out. If you are new to my channel, you're gonna love this video. The algorithm brought you here because they know you love me. So after you get done with this video, make sure you like it, make sure you share, make sure you comment on it, turn on that bell so you never miss me, and go check out the other things that I have to offer. So as y'all can tell by the title, y'all already know what this story time gonna be about. But before we get into the story, y'all know we need our grown folks drink. Now, I'm not promoting alcoholism. What is it? Alcoholism? I should know that word.
Celery, balsamic vinegar.
Tomato paste.
That's a big word for Elmo.
But that's a big word for Elmo. I'm just playing, y'all. But anyway, so I'm not promoting that. So when I say grown folks juice, they can be any drink of your liking. Sometimes I do come on here and I have some real grown folks juice, and that's just my drink of the week. As you guys know, I only post once a week. So if you drink with me once a week, you're not doing anything wrong. But if you're not old enough, then don't drink. And if you just don't want to drink, then don't drink. Because today, baby, I have a Sprite. Grown like me, get your grown folks juice and let's go. I'm kind of gonna give y'all a little background so it can make sense, so y'all be like, you know, I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit more tea about me, because this is reality with Z. So I'm gonna let y'all know a little bit more about me in this story time. So y'all, growing up, my mama never really let me spend the night at other people's houses. For a multitude of reasons. It can vary from that she just don't trust them, they're not safe, the cleanliness of the house, their children don't follow the same rules as her children, all type of stuff, y'all. So growing up, I'm not sure if I adapted this from my mama not allowing me to spend the night at too many people's houses, or if I just naturally didn't like spending the night at people's houses. So yeah, y'all, like about time I was 9 years old, I hated staying the night over people's houses. I always wanted to be at home. I always wanted to be around my mama. Like, we had company, I want them to come into my house. So when I was younger, I never really had company invite people over, and I'm gonna tell y'all why. It's a dumb reason. I love my sisters. I'm gonna preface this by saying I love my sisters and I love their children. But y'all, when I was younger, I used to be embarrassed. Y'all, this is stupid. Because literally, it was only myself, my brother, and my sister. And I used to be embarrassed to invite people over because my sister kids used to cry all the time. Y'all, I love my nephews to death, love my niece to death, love all of them to death. But y'all, when I tell y'all her kids used to be crying up a storm, be keeping up all type of racket, and I was like, no, ain't nobody finna be coming over here and then go back to school and tell them that my nephews be crying all the time. So I didn't used to invite people over for that reason. So fast forward a little bit, y'all. We ended up moving into a bigger house, and this house was 2 stories. So in moving into this bigger house, my sister still lived with us, but my sister had the master bedroom for some reason was upstairs. My mom and them had the bedroom downstairs, but the master bedroom was upstairs. So my sister had the master bedroom, and it was huge. So her and her kids would be up in there, and that was fine. So around this time is when I started inviting people over. And since I really couldn't go over people's house, everybody would come over to my house. I'm gonna insert a video on how my house used to look, y'all, when everybody used to be over there. And this is not around this is not around like any specific time. This is just like throughout my childhood when I upload this picture. So some of these pictures may be from middle school, some may be from high school. Yeah, kind of like fast forward into where the story time gonna start taking place. I used to always be going to this skating rink / teen center. Yeah, so that's when I was like, y'all watch my other story time before this, when I was saying like I started like going out young. I mean, I feel like a lot of people did that. A lot of people went to the skating rink / teen center. Y'all, I was going there like starting at like preteens, and there was a lot of other preteens there. But one day I asked my mama, nothing out of the blue, I asked her like, hey, can I go to the skating rink / teen center? We gonna name this place, let's give it a name, we're gonna name it Bubbles. So I said, hey, mom, can I go to Bubbles? My mama like, yeah, you can go to Bubbles, but I got something to do tonight. I got doing, But basically she was like she wouldn't be able to take me to Bubbles, so I can ask my sister to take me to Bubbles. And so when I'm asking my mom and stuff like that, she asked me who comes. So I'm like, oh, my cousins are coming to Bubbles as well. So we're going to go ahead and, well, my cousins don't need a name yet. So my sister, we're going to name my sister in this story time. We're going to name my sister Cheetah. Y'all, and the reason I'm naming her Cheetah because I just looked over and I seen my damn Cheetah print brag. So we're going to name her Cheetah. So my sister Cheetah, she's like, yeah, I'll take you or whatever to the teen club. And mind you, I discussed with my mama and my sister that my cousins are going to be there as well. So it's fine, ain't like I'm going by myself. Mind you, like, it's be my friends and stuff from school going, but my mama wanted me to like actually be going there with somebody and be with them, like, you know, be around with them, not just, oh, I'm meeting somebody there, we riding in separate cars, now let's go. So my sister, we all end up going to my cousin's house or whatever, the same cousins that I'm going out with. Now, mind you, my sister and my older cousins around the same age, and their kids are the same age as me, because, you know, there's, like, me and my sister, we got like a 10-year plus distance between us. So, yeah, she's much older. She was much older than I was at the time. So we get ready or whatever to go to the little teen center, you know, throwing on my best fit to step up into Bubbles. Y'all, I'm actually gonna insert a picture on what I had on that night or whatever. So yeah, y'all, so it's just a regular night. My sister dropped me off at Bubbles. Now, mind you, before my sister dropped me off, she tells me, hey, your cousins, oh, y'all gotta start giving them some names. So let's give them some names. So let's say Zebra and Leopard are my main cousins. So it's like, hey, Zebra and Leopard cousin Jay is that her real name? Zebra, our cousin, is gonna pick y'all up and then bring y'all home. So I'm just like, wait, what? Because mind you, my mama said my sister was picking me up, dropping me off. And so I reiterate that to my sister because, y'all, my mama didn't play. When my mama said this how something was going, she don't care. Like, y'all, even if my mama not the type of parent where if I say, oh, I gotta ride to the movies and freaking Blue gonna take me to the movies and then Blue cancel and Red take me to the movies, I better be calling my mama and telling her like, hey, Blue cancel, Red take me to the movies. I can't just let Red take me to the movies because my mom find out, she gonna be like, Blue supposed to be taking to the movies, not Red take you to the movies, so you ain't going to the movies no more because Red took you to the movies and Red wasn't supposed to be taken to the movies. I don't give a damn if you got to the movies. And yeah, I would have told you that Red could take you to the movies, but since you let Red take you to the movies and you didn't let me know that Blue wasn't taking you and Red wasn't taking you, then nobody take you to the movies, Blue or Red. So yeah, that's the type of parent my mom was. So I'm reiterating that to my sister. My sister know better than I do. So my mama don't play that. So my sister was like, girl, I'm telling you, like, I'm the one dropping you off. So I'm telling you that their cousin Jay is gonna pick you up. So I'm just like, okay. She was like, yeah, just ride home with them. I'm just like, okay, whatever. So y'all, I'm up in Bubbles, and the type of teen center that Bubbles was, y'all, it was a skating rink throughout the day. But then around a certain time, I want to say around like 8 o'clock, they shut down the skating part and they turned it to a whole like dancing, like a whole like dance floor or whatever. So yeah, y'all, I'm up in there, you know, shaking the tail feather, whatever. Mind y'all, my cousins, what the hell I named them? Leopard and Zebra did not ride with me at the time. They got dropped off there by their cousin Jay. Mind you, Jay is not my cousin. Jay is only their cousin. Cause that's their cousin on their dad's side. So I don't know Jay that well. My sister and Jay are acquainted with one another, but I don't know Jay. I've heard her conversations and I probably like seen her at a big event, but I've never really just like, you know, I don't know Jay, but I know it's their cousin and these are my cousins. So yeah, y'all, I meet up with my cousins there. We chit chatting, we talking, we probably dancing together. You know, your girl went skating because yeah, I can't skate. Yeah, I am learning, which is funny because me and my nephew had went to the skating ring like earlier this year, y'all. And literally the whole time he was holding me at the skating ring. And I told my nephew, I was like, baby, it's fine. Like, I'm just go sit down. He was like, no, TT, like, I got you. Come on, let's go. And my nephew is 16, but that was so sweet of him. Like, y'all, I could keep sitting on that skating rink, and after it got to a certain point where I'm just like, nah, baby, TT want to sit down. So So anyways, y'all, so we having fun or whatever. So at this point, I kind of like me and my cousins, we kind of like separate from each other, because me and my cousins, we stayed on separate sides of town. We went to separate schools at that point of time. We still were like close, but we weren't close as we weren't close as Leopard and Zebra were with one another, because Leopard and Zebra were two sisters' daughters, and also their parents lived, like their moms, they lived together. They were sisters, they lived together, and all their kids lived together. So they was way closer with one another than I was with them. They had way more in common. Like, they friends that would come there, like I know them, like kind of like I know about them, but I don't really know them. So when we was at the skate rink, we kind of like, you know, we chilling with one another, but we kind of like gone off from each other into our respective friend groups. So that's what we was doing, whatever. So I remember like seeing Leopard and Zebra later on in the night. So probably, let's say the teen center closed at 12. Let's say they closed at midnight. I'm not sure what time they closed, but let's just say midnight. So I remember seeing them around 11 o'clock, and I know I seen them because we was at the concession stand and they was just in front of me or whatever. But you know, them my cousins, like we about to talk every time we see each other. Literally, we finna get ready to leave here together. We are finna get ready to leave here together, right? So anyways, y'all, they ended up, you know, they played the last song. They say like, you don't gotta go home, y'all gotta get out of here. Yes, y'all, they really do that. And I know they do that in the club. They was actually doing that in the teen center as well. Ghetto, I know. So they turn on the lights or whatever, so everybody leaving out or whatever. So I'm looking around for Cheetah. I'm looking around for Leopard. I'm looking around for Zebra, and I'm just like, so where are they? So I don't see them. So I ended up so mind you, at this time I'm walking out of the building or whatever, and I'm standing and I'm on the phone. Mind y'all, it's a whole bunch of cars outside. Everybody, parents up there picking them up. Some people, like I said, it was a teen center too, so some people drove. Some people just getting in like random cars, some people walking or whatever. But I'm kind of just standing off in the front. Mind you, I'm not by myself. It's still some people who waiting on their parents as well, or waiting on whoever picking them up. So I call Cheetah. Is that what I named her? So y'all, I call Cheetah. Or was it Leopard? Y'all, if I'm saying Leopard or Cheetah for my cousin, I forgot which one I named her. So y'all, I think it was Leopard. So y'all, I called Leopard and I'm like, hey Leopard, where y'all at? And she was like, we gone. We left like 20 minutes ago. And I'm like, what? And she was like, yeah, we left 20 minutes ago because our cousin Jay said that she didn't want to be waiting that long line to pick us up, and it was going to be too much traffic out there. So we just left 20 minutes before it closed. And I was like, oh, I was supposed to be riding with y'all. And she was like, what? I ain't know that. And I'm like, yeah, ask Jay. And so she asked Jay or whatever. So Jay was like, girl, we already like almost to y'all house. Like, I ain't know y'all could, like, you know, like, I ain't know nobody was supposed to be around with y'all. You gonna have to tell her to call her people. Mind y'all, I don't know if Jay was saying tell her to call her people because she didn't know exactly who I was, or if she actually knew who was on the phone, who I was, and she just like didn't give a fuck. Now, mind you, if Jay saying call my people, then bitch, you saying call our people. Because yeah, like Jay isn't my family, but at the same time, Jay literally calls my mom auntie, and all Jay's siblings know my mom. Like they're close and tight knit, but I really just don't know them like that because my mama moved away from that city when I was a baby, but everybody else is familiar with them. So I'm kind of irritated by what Jay said, but then at the same time, I'm just like, what the heck? And so I'm still talking to Leopard, and I'm just like, y'all love me. And then she was like, well, Jay said she didn't know that she was supposed to be picking you up. So at this point, I'm just like, what? Like, my sister said that, but I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. Like, I'm just gonna call my sister. Because, like, y'all, at this point, I was thinking that my sister already communicated to Jay, like, hey, she's picking you up too. And now, mind you, Leopard and Zebra wouldn't have left me if they knew I was riding with them. But when we was in the club and stuff, I never told them I was riding with them because I thought my sister had already told Jay. And I didn't feel it was a need for me to tell them because they wasn't the driver. Like, Jay was the driver, and I thought my sister had already told Jay, I don't know, y'all. I just thought everybody had already knew. So that's why I didn't feel the need to tell them. And I'm pretty sure if they knew, well, I'm 100% certain at that time in our relationship and stuff like that, if they knew I was supposed to be riding with them, they wouldn't leave me. Like, they would have been like, oh, come on, or whatever. So yeah, y'all, I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I call my sister and I'm like, hey girl, mind you, when I call my sister, I hear all type of noise and stuff in the background, and I'm realizing, like, I'm kind of like putting like 1 and 2 together, and I'm just like, what is putting 2 and 2 together? Yeah, I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm just like, oh, she wanted to go out to the club. That's why she told me to ride with Jay. So I'm telling my sister, like, hey girl, like, I'm still here and Jay left me. Like, Jay and them already gone. And she like, what? Like, what? And I'm just like, yeah, Jay already gone. She was like, well, you supposed to be riding with Jay. And I'm like, well, they left early. She was like, how you let them get in the car with Jay and you didn't get in the car? And I'm like, well, they left early. Like, I didn't know they was leaving early. And she was like, so basically she was trying to accuse me of wanting to stay, and that's why I didn't ride with Jay. And I'm just like, girl, no, that's not true. I thought that everybody knew I was supposed to be riding with Jay, so when they were leaving, I thought they would come and get me, because mind you, we didn't like stay together the whole time. Even my 2 cousins that was really close to each other, freaking Leopard and Zebra, they weren't even together the whole time. But I'm pretty sure cause out of all of them, Leopard is the only one who had a phone. So I'm pretty sure when Jay called Leopard went around and gathered all the people she knew who was riding with them. So yeah, so my sister's like, okay, we'll call her back and tell you come get you. So y'all, at this point, I'm irritated. So I call Leopard back, and I'm like, is there a way you come get me? Y'all can still come get me. Mind y'all, this is happening real fast. From the time I got off the phone with Leopard and I called my sister, and I got off the phone, my sister, and I called Leopard back. Y'all, it's not, I don't even think it had been 5 minutes. These conversations were happening really fast. So I called Leopard, and Leopard was like, girl, we got a full car. Anyways, like, I don't think Jay will be able to come back and get you. Maybe when she drop us off, and then she'll be able to come back and get you. She was like, yeah, you should, she was like, yeah, nobody told us you was riding. She was like, we didn't know you was riding, and then we gave our friends a ride too. So like the car is packed. We already sitting on top of each other, which, you know, we're supposed to do anyway. But she was like, yeah, we already sitting on top of each other. Like, we lapped up, we packed like sardines. So either way, if she could come and get you, it would have to be after she dropped us off. So I'm just like, okay. So I call back my sister, and I'm just like, so I think I told her, I was like, well, I'm gonna call my sister and see, or whatever like that. Mind y'all, where Leopard and Zebra stayed at, because it wasn't like she would have to like drop me back off at home. Like, I could have stayed at Leopard and Zebra house. So it wouldn't have been like a trip where she'd have to do too much if I were to ride. But with Leopard and Zebra stay, it probably was like 30 minutes away from the teen center or whatever. So they were close to being at home. So it still would probably take her like 40 minutes to get back to me, like once she dropped them off and then come get back to me. So I called my sister, and I'm like, yeah, they said that like they're already too far gone and all that. So my sister basically telling me like, okay, well, she gonna come get you. Like, I don't know what my sister was thinking. I don't know if she was drinking. I don't know what, y'all. But yeah, that's basically what my sister was saying. So y'all, I'm standing out there and I'm kind of defeated. Mind you, like I said, this is still all happening really fast. I'm kind of defeated and I'm kind of irritated. And then like I see my friends, and my friends was like, hey, do you need a ride? And I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, I cannot get a ride with a random person. Like, my mom is really going to be tripping. So y'all, I'm just sitting out there and I'm just defeated. Like, I'm irritated, I'm defeated. And y'all, everybody is leaving. The parking lot kind of getting clear. So police officer come over there and he was like, hey, where your ride at? He was like, cause if your ride don't come soon, you're gonna be in the back of my car. So I'm just like, what the hell? Like,
I don't need no ride, thank y'all. Not they trying to pick me up.
Not they trying to pick me up, take me to jail. So then, like, he look at me, he's like, you so-and-so daughter. And he said my name, and he said my mama name. So I'm like, yeah, this my mama. He was like, I know your mama, and I know good and goddamn well she ain't got you out here this late at night. And I was like, well, my mama didn't drop me off. My sister dropped me off. She was supposed to pick me up, but I just lied and said, now my sister not answering the phone. Because then after I had called my sister back like 2 times, she didn't answer the phone. So yeah, I was just said my sister not answering the phone. I ain't even get him the whole breakdown. So he was like, well, if you don't get your sister on the phone soon, I'm gonna call your mama. So y'all, at this point, like y'all, I'm panicking. I start blowing up my sister phone like a mother effer because like, girl, you probably really want to answer the phone now because it ain't just my ass now. It's your ass too. My mama don't play that shit. My mom didn't play it. As much as I tell y'all this story time and I tell y'all like all the crazy stuff I did and even some stuff that my mama was aware of and like some stuff that my mama allowed me to do that everybody wasn't allowed to do at that age. As much as it came to that, y'all, when it came to like safety and stuff like that, my mama didn't play that shit. Like she really didn't. So I'm blowing up my sister. So y'all, then why the police officer walked back over there with my mama on the phone and the phone on speaker and my mama like, what you got going on? And so I explained to my mom the whole situation, but I tell her, I was like, yeah, mama. Y'all, at this point, I'm crying. And y'all, really, y'all, I hate crying when I be talking to my mom about a situation because that's just gonna amp her up and make her madder at the opposing party when I start crying and shit. Even to this day, like when I be trying to like get my emotions together before I call my mom. Because if I cry, her ass gonna get even, she's gonna get even madder. I'm just standing goddamn right there with the lighter fluid and I'm adding fuel to the fire when I cry. So I'm crying to my mama. I'm just like, now my y'all, baby, I'm a dramatic crier. I never, no, y'all, I'm a, mama. So just like, mama, Cheetah was supposed to be picking me up because, you know, she dropped me off, but she told me I was supposed to be riding with Jay. But Jay didn't know I was supposed to be riding with her. So I had ended up saying leopard and zebra, but they didn't know either. So they had ended up leaving me, and now I'm here by myself. And I called Jay, and Jay not come back get me, and now I can't get in touch with Cheetah. So y'all, I am just like hysterically crying. And so my mom was just like, okay. She's like, stay with Officer, let's just call him Officer L. She like, stay with Officer L. I'll be there. Y'all, my mama getting that big motherfucker and she do the dash to come get me. My job, I stay like, at this time I probably stayed like 35, 40 minutes away. My mama do the dash, she come pick me up. So y'all, when I get in the car, my mom was like, my job, y'all, my mom picked me up. She got my freaking stepdaddy, he got out the car to walk over there and get me and stuff like that. So y'all, I don't know, my stepdaddy, he really is a gentleman though. So he come get me and I get in the car, even though the car literally like 3 steps away, but he still got out the car to come get me. So y'all, my stepdaddy, he was the one driving though. Get out the passenger seat and go to the driver's seat. And so my stepdad was like, oh, you gonna drive? My mom was like, yeah, I'm gonna drive. So I get in, my mom was like, oh, you okay? And I'm like, yes, ma'am. And she was like, okay. So then y'all, it's just quiet. So at this point, I'm like, damn, like, am I in trouble? Like, did she talk to my sister? Like, Cheetah, like, what's going on? I'm kind of nervous. So then y'all, I know we not going home. I'm just like, so where are we going? But y'all, one thing about it, when I was younger, I used to shut my goddamn mouth when my mom used to be mad because, yeah. So y'all, we driving for about 20 minutes. We ended up pulling up and then I look across and I see a club. Y'all, I'm still not knowing what's going on. So my mama parked across the street. My mama jumped out of her car and she mobs into the club. Y'all, so we just sitting there or whatever. So y'all, it's about 10 minutes later. Y'all, my mama walks out of that club dragging my sister. Y'all, y'all, it wasn't funny then. Wasn't nothing funny then. But now I can look back, I guess I can laugh. I don't know if my sisters think that shit funny, even though it's old. But y'all, my mama is legit dragging my sister out of the club. And my sister, like my older cousins and my other sister and stuff are like following them out the club. Like, I guess like screaming. Mind you, I'm kind of parked at a distance, but I can see this. Like, I guess screaming at my sister. I mean, and my mama, like, let her go and stuff. But they not doing too much. Like, it's just a big commotion. Y'all, even like y'all, I can't even say everything that happened that night. But y'all, that night ended up happening. We go home. my mom and my sister get into this big commotion, this big argument. My sister ended up leaving for the night, and my sister came back the next day. But y'all, my sister was mad at me. She was told my sister, like, girl, you think I want to be left there and stuff like that? Like, I was mad at my sister too, because I'm like, girl, you just left me out there. And my sister was mad at me because she felt like that I should have told everybody that I was riding with them. But my thing is, you told me I was riding with them, so I thought they already knew. It wasn't my fault, girl. If you knew you had plans, you should have told mama that you wasn't dropping me off. That you couldn't drop me off. Mind you, I guess, you know, that's the older sister. She's not my oldest sister, but that's the older sister syndrome. Like, you know, you gotta like pick up and drop off your younger sibling. So I mean, I can sympathize with her at that point. But then at the same time, I mean, I get that she was doing stuff because my mama told her to do it, even though she's not the mom, she's just the older sister. But at the same time, I used to do a lot for my sisters as well. So I feel like even if you wasn't doing my mama a favor by stepping up, you could be doing me a favor. Because when I tell y'all, my sister had a built-in babysitter from the time she had kids up until the time that I moved away and moved up here into Georgia. Like, literally, it was at some points, y'all, that I used to have to find a babysitter because I know my sister had plans. Like, I'm already the babysitter, so I used to have to find a babysitter if I wanted plans. So, and then not just that, like, man, my sister, we had a good relationship and a good bond. So I felt like it wasn't one of those scenarios where it's like, oh, the mama is busy, so the older sibling got to take care of the younger sibling. No, it wasn't that situation at all. It was simply that I felt like you can take me here and pick me up here, because at the same time, when you want to go out and I'm not doing that, I watch your kids. Like, we cook dinners together, girl. We'll you know, I take your kids. Like, it's whatever. When you want to go out on dates and stuff like that, like, I stay home and watch your kids, or even if I go along, y'all, it's been times where she went on a movie date and me and her kids just went to go see a different movie. So yeah. So I just feel like it was something like that. So to the part of how I ended up getting robbed by the crackhead. So the next weekend or two come around, and I asked my mama, Mom, can I go to Bubbles? And my mama was like, yeah, you can go to Bubbles. But my sister, we still kind of a little bit at odds, but we not really just beefing. My mom and my sister not beefing, of course, but you know, they still feeling a little type of way, especially my sister, because she got embarrassed. Like, my mama drug her out in front of the whole club and then outside too. So yeah, and I guess the reason that my mama did that, because it's just like, no matter what the situation was, I felt like when I got my mama came, but no matter what the situation was, my mama was basically telling my sister, like, if you tell me you're gonna drop her off and pick her up, you're gonna drop her off and pick her up, especially when it's something this late and stuff like that. Just do it. Like, you can't, number one, even if I was to ride with Jay, my mama didn't like that, because you can't just palm me off on, you know, you can't say you're gonna do something and just palm me off on somebody else and not like communicate that with my mom, or at least, you know, tell me to communicate that with my mom. And then number two, regardless of the situation, my mom said, like, when I called my sister and I told her that things was going wrong, she shouldn't have told me to, call somebody else, like, call this person, tell them to come back. Like, no, you could have just stopped what you was doing real quick, pick me up, drop me off or whatever. Or she felt like my sister should have stepped in and called Jay. And number three, after I called Jay, called my sister back and all that, my sister wasn't answering the phone. And regardless if it was intentionally not answering the phone or it was unintentional because you was, you know, you're at a club, it's just like, you should have been on standby. Number one, you, of course, like I previously stated, you should have never had me call somebody else. And number two, you should have been on standby, because you know it's a situation going on with your little sister who is literally, you know. So that was a situation which I'm going to say I 100% do agree with my mom. Now, do I agree with my mom going up there dragging my sister out, embarrassing the fuck out of my sister? I do not agree with that, y'all. But, hey, who am I to judge? Yeah, y'all. And this is not a floor for y'all to judge my mama. Trust. My mom has been judged enough. Trust. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. Not going to y'all. Y'all, my sisters weren't the easiest to deal with growing up. They judged my mama enough. I went through phases of judging my mama enough. Like, y'all, my mama didn't got it enough. Leave homegirl alone. She chilling, sitting back, being a granny now. You leave her alone. So, anyways, y'all, and mind y'all too, I don't know if y'all know this, but I am the youngest. So, anyway, so the next situation comes when I'm asking my mama, can I spend the night? I mean, can I go to Bubbles? My mama tell me yes, but she was like, do you think that cause I don't know, like my sister, she was like leaving a lot this time, so I think my sister was gone for the whole weekend. But my mama was saying again, like reiterating that I'm not gonna be able to take you. So I asked my mom, I was like, oh well, can I just spend the night at Leopard and Zebra house? And my mom was like, I don't know about you spending the night over there, because it wasn't like, my mama loved Leopard and Zebra to death, and my mama also loved Leopard and Zebra parents, which they are also my cousins, but they're my older cousins who are around my sister's age, and then their children around my cousin, which is Leopard and Zebra, around my age, which is Leopard and Zebra. But my mom loved all of them to death, and they have really good relationships before me, and even to this day, because I'm just not that close with them anymore. None exactly. I'm just not. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. Anyways, so just different lifestyles, I guess. But anyway, so I asked mama, can I spend the night over there? Now, mind you, my mama was a little bit hesitant because I never really spent the night over there, just because of just different lifestyles that Leopard and Zebra mamas let them live. And yeah, that's why. And then also, like, Leopard and Zebra mamas, like, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that Leopard and Zebra moms were bad moms. In no way am I saying that, because like I said, Leopard and Zebra moms were the age of my older siblings, so they're just young moms figuring it out and stuff like that too. But like, say for instance that Leopard and Zebra said they were going somewhere, their moms wouldn't necessarily need to know when, where, why, who, and you know how you getting there back and forth. They'll just be like, okay, where you going? Okay, that don't seem like a bad place, you can go. So I'm not saying they never like checked into where they was going. They'll check and see like, okay, that's not a bad place, make sure y'all be safe. But they wouldn't necessarily need to know like how you getting there, how you getting back, who are you going with, stuff like that. Like my mom would need to know. So that was the like disconnect with spending the night over there. And then they just, like I said, they were young. They used to have like little get-togethers at their house. They used to have like a lot of people over and stuff like that. And my mom just really didn't care for that at the time. Like, you know, my mama wanted, even if my mama did it at, because my mom used to have get-togethers and parties at the house too. But it's just like my mama knew that she was gonna keep a close eye on me, whereas she wasn't sure about their moms if they would do that. But nonetheless, my mom tell me like, yeah, I can go over there, but I need to keep her updated on everything we doing. It's fine for me to go to the little teen center, Bubbles or whatever, but I still need to be updating her. So y'all, I get over there to Leopard and Zebra house, and y'all already know. Y'all, oh my God, like I was so happy to be over there, because mind you, like I said, they was way closer. And y'all know how y'all get to y'all cousin's house and make up a dance routine. Y'all, I couldn't even make up the dance routine. They had already made it. So I had to learn the little dance routine. So I get over there, and yeah, I learned the little dance routine. So we having so much fun or whatever. And this was the first night. So then the second night, the second night is when we ended up going to Bubbles or whatever. So y'all, we getting dressed to go to Bubbles or whatever. I don't know if I have a picture of this night, but if I do, I will insert a clip. So y'all, I thought I was the motherfucking hottest thing ever. So at this time, y'all, it was their auntie who was gonna be taking me. Their Leopard and Zebra's auntie was gonna be taking us to the club. Now, mind y'all, when I get over there, I realized that we're not going to the little teen center, because the teen center we used to go to, it was like a preteen and teen center, and it was like cops was there all the time, like police, just to make sure everything's safe and cool. So it was this other teen center, but this teen center was more of a like 17, 18 college student teen center. My mama didn't used to let me go to this teen center at all. This wasn't no skating ring first. No, this was teen center. You coming up in there throwing that shit. Like, as soon as you going through the door, they used to have a phone party. They used to be up there red nose and all on the, do the red nose all on the goddamn wall. They used to be on there humping the ground to each other. Y'all, it used to go down at that teen center. And we gonna name that teen center. This ain't gonna be no damn Bubbles. this teen center gonna be named Spicy X. Y'all just playing. But anyway, so we gonna name this teen center The Room. I don't know, y'all. We just gonna name it The Room. So they tell me like, yeah, y'all, like we should go to The Room tonight. So everybody talking about it, and y'all, I'm just like, I thought we was going to Bubbles, and they was like, no, we going to The Room. Like, Room be fun, so like that. So y'all, I'm just kind of sitting back like, woo. And y'all, I knew if I would have told my mama we was going to The Room, I wasn't gonna be able to go. So I just didn't tell my mama we was going to The Room. And mind you, The Room was not on a good side of town. The Room was on a horrible side of town. There wasn't that much like police presence to like protect people, but police presence to like shut shit down and take people to jail. Meanwhile, at Bubbles, the police was there to make sure everybody have good old hearty fun. But y'all, no. Even looking back, y'all, The Room was more like a club. Like now that I've been to club and stuff like that, like The Room definitely gave club. No kid of mine wasn't going, so I definitely felt my mom. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to go. But y'all, nonetheless, their auntie definitely dropped us off at The Room. So y'all, we at The Room. We having so much fun at The Room, y'all. They indeed had a phone party that night at The Room. Y'all, people there and they got down swimsuits and everything, y'all. The Room was a time. But yeah, y'all, I wasn't fast, y'all. I never really been a fast. I know y'all hear some of these stories and be like, what? But maybe I feel like that compared to the people that I was around, the people that I knew. But I don't know. I feel like I was never really, like, you know, fast and stuff like that. But yeah, y'all, it's people up there humping all on each other, twerking on the floor. Y'all, all type of stuff. And I'm not saying twerking on the floor fast, but on top of people, it's fast. And mind y'all, everybody that they're doing this to, we're in the same, like, age category. So it ain't like no, you know, no stuff going, because if it was a different age, trust, I know the girls wouldn't be fast, they would be taking advantage of. But no, it would be like fucking a 14-year-old on a 14-year-old type of stuff. So fast and managed is what it is. But anyways, y'all, so everything goes good that night. And I say this because that club was notorious for getting shot up. Yes, y'all, the teen club was getting shot up. And you know, every time you somewhere you don't supposed to be, something go wrong. But none was going wrong, thankfully. So y'all, it's the end of the night, and we're calling their auntie, and their auntie is not answering the phone. What is up with these damn, mind you, their aunties wasn't quite my sister's age. Their auntie was only a few years older than them, so it wasn't like a major age difference in us. So I'm just like, man, damn, like now they auntie ain't answering the phone. And we couldn't call my mama. My mama would have came. Couldn't call my mama because we don't supposed to be here. Because I remember them asking me, call my mama. So y'all, what we do? We just start walking. So we start walking or whatever. We call her auntie. We finally get her auntie on the phone. Her auntie like, I'm on the way. Stop blowing my phone. So we tell her auntie like, we walking. Y'all, her auntie snapping on us. Even though her auntie was only a few years older than us, she's snapping on us like, what? Y'all walking? Like, y'all should be walking. I said I was on the way. Y'all should have stayed y'all grown ass there. Like, but basically, yo, their auntie ended up picking us up. So y'all, when that auntie pick us up, we begged to stop by the store. Mind y'all, remember, this is not the best side of town. So y'all, we ended up going to the store. Mind y'all, the store was so goddamn ghetto. You couldn't even go in the store after a certain time. They had like a drive-through window on it, but it wasn't a drive-through. You just walk up to it and get it. So we're all standing in line or whatever. And at the time, y'all, I had this phone case that looked like a wallet, but you would have to like unzip it or unbutton it to get your phone out. But you can put your phone up in there. It was a phone case, but it was a wallet, and I used to keep my ID and stuff up in there. So y'all, I'm standing in line or whatever. So I open up my wallet, and I get all of my money out of it because I still had my money in this little, not a pouch, but y'all know them ID cards, like it's like real little like this. So I had all my money up in there. So I ended up getting my money out of there, and I'm just doing this. So y'all, it's this crackhead. I don't know if YouTube gonna be mad about me saying crackhead, but it was a crackhead, y'all, who was on the side of us who kept eyeing us or whatever. Now, mind you, I'm thinking he finna just beg for like 50 cents or something like that. So we really not paying him attention, but mind you, we did see him. So y'all, the crackhead come over there and just bug us in line. So we like, what the hell he doing now? Mind you, we just talking amongst each other or one another or whatever, but he bug us. So we like, okay, whatever. So then y'all, the crackhead like look back at us like just like look back at us. So we not thinking nothing of it. Y'all, next thing I know, the crackhead turns around, snatches my motherfucking phone case wallet, ran behind the store, jumped the gate. And y'all, it was a little like pond behind the gate. Y'all, the man jumped the gate, jumped in the water, swam. Y'all, if I'm mother effing lying, I am dying. He swam across, mind you, it's just like a little tiny pond. It's a little pond. He swam across the pond, got up, jumped the other fence, and was running down the street. I should end this goddamn story time right here because I'm pissed off. I should end this story because I'm pissed off. So y'all, we like trying to like, mind you, when it happened, we immediately run after him. We see him jump this fence, go through the water. He didn't really like swim through the water. He like kind of did this through the water because it's a small pond, and go over the other fence. Y'all, we watching all of this. So we like, what the hell? Like, we screaming. My cousins them trying to get over the gate. Y'all, you ain't catching no crackhead. So y'all, what we do, we jump in the car and we go drive onto the other block over, and we riding up down the street looking for the crackhead, looking for the crackhead, looking for the crackhead. Y'all, we can't find him. When I tell y'all, I was so mad. Y'all, he didn't steal my money or my ID. The only thing he stole was my phone. Y'all, what was a crackhead going to do with a phone? Mind you, this was back when I had a Galaxy. I think iPhones had just came out, and we had like iPhone 4s. Maybe people had an iPod. Not even many people had an iPod. But y'all, I had a freaking Galaxy. Y'all, when I went home, so y'all, we searched that for him. We ended up going back to Leopard and Zebra House. Y'all, when I tell y'all I was so damn mad, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, got somebody's phone, called my mama because I was ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit. So I ended up calling my mama, and my mom come pick me up, and I told my mom about the situation. And yeah, of course, I didn't tell her what side of town we on. I didn't tell her that I was somewhere I didn't supposed to be. But y'all, it ain't like I was trying to be sneaky. It ain't like I went over there to go to the room. No, I went over there and we was just so happy to go into the club. Mind y'all, we didn't go to no actual room. When I say the room, it's a club. I named the club the room. I don't know why I did that now, think about it. But if y'all listen clearly, y'all would know that it was a club and not an actual room. I just named it the room. But yeah, y'all, when I tell y'all I was sick to my stomach, I ain't have my phone. Like, when I was young, I used to be addicted to my phone. Like, legit. I was sick to my stomach. I didn't have my phone. But yeah, lesson learned. When you somewhere you don't supposed to be, doing something that you know good and dang well you wasn't supposed to be doing, something always bad gonna happen to you, because you should not have been there in the first place. And here I go thinking that the bad thing that happened to us was their auntie being late and us having to walk a little bit. No, a crackhead and came and stole my phone. It's beyond me, y'all. It's beyond me. But if you stay to the end of this story, if you like this story, y'all, give the video a thumbs up, leave a like, make sure you comment on the video, make sure you share this video, and make sure you got on that bell so you never miss me when I post. Wait, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Post for me, baby. Nelly none. Betty. And y'all, I am so tired right now. Like, I'm gonna put something where y'all can skip this, or I may throw this in at the end of the video, cut it and put it at the end of the video. But y'all, I'm literally so tired right now. I had a meeting today, and literally I had to park 2 blocks away from the meeting, and I had to do street parking. I hate street parking because I don't be knowing where to park at, and I'm bad at parallel parking. So I literally had to go park way on the end of the street parking and then walk 2 freaking blocks for my meeting. So I just got back home.